It's going to work because I can see the camera. So we are now on. I'm saying it was live for 30 seconds. Like hell it was. All right. So why are we here? Well, as suggested. Oh, I should have called it straight talk again. Oh well. One of the episodes I did a few months ago, I think it was October, I talked about that it's possible, and it's possible that if a narcissist were to admit, which is a rare occasion, but it happens actually quite often, so it's not that rare. If they can admit that they're a narcissist, and they want to kind of stop that, years upon years of therapy can actually help. But not all of them will actually stick through years upon years of therapy. So it's like it's pretty much a lost cause when you think about it. However, I remember reading something before and I couldn't find it, so I didn't want to touch base on it too much. But I remember reading that there is actually something better. So let's see if I can find my. I didn't make a note. I know I put it in the description, but I didn't make a note. Oh, I already still use this notepad. Hold on a second. It should be just paste, right? Paste. Okay, so all right. So an actual doctor, Craig Malkin, wrote a book called Rethinking Narcissism, where he presents the point of view supported by research that it is possible for narcissists to improve if there is an indication that they have some empathy to work with. Now, what this person has wrote is I'm expressing the idea of my words, but that I'm expressing the idea in my words, but that's the basic idea as I understood it. So the reasons there's no cure is that the problem is due to emotional abuse, trauma, neglect as a child, which stunts the emotional development of the child. Although there is no cure, it's possible, according to Dr. Malkin, for narcissists to improve, but one needs to be very cautious. Multitudes of victims have bashed their heads against the wall, hoping against hope that this time will be different, only to be disappointed again. Um, I'm reading someone else's stuff here. So I never read this book or anything, so I just remember reading this before. I believe the most important factor is whether there is any empathy to work with. And of course, the narcissist's improvements would be the job of a professional, not a family member or a loved one. Another difficulty for narcissists is self-awareness. There's a big catch-22 if that a symptom of the problem is perceiving problems to be with others as opposed to oneself. Of course, everybody has the proclivity. I think they spelled it wrong. Proclivity for narcissists. It's much more difficult because the defense mechanisms are so entrenched. What contributes to the narcissism is in the first place was that self-awareness was two people. So what I'm gathering from here, and there was other stuff I read. I'm not going to read a bunch now. I could, there's actually a lot of people that touch base on the comment in regards to, well, there's no cure, but no, they're right. There's no cure. Like if they're full pleasure, they're fucked. But there's any real sign of empathy, but yeah, they're good at playing people. Um, but if I hope I'm not trying to get myself stuck in a loophole here of pain. If there actually really was ever anything real in regards to the feelings, like the ones that like to hover and keep going back to their like prime supply because like there was an emotional attachment or something like that, those would be prime candidates. Those are the ones that basically there might be hope. Now, guarantee they're going to keep hurting the person, whatever, because they're emotionless, whatever. But at the same time, if they're able to recognize that they actually did have a love, that means there's a hint of empathy. And if there's a hint of empathy, it can be worked with. But once again, you're going back to a lot, and I mean a lot of therapy, like psychotherapy. So trying to get someone to admit, which I guess there are a lot that will admit that they have a problem, that they recognize signs and patterns. Um, those are the ones that are willing to get diagnosed and get help, because they don't want to hurt their family or friends or their significant others and stuff like that. They want to try to be better. Um, but a lot of them just give up after like a year, 2 years, maybe a couple months. Like it's a long term. Like you're looking like probably around 10 years minimum, at least, of psychotherapy to be able to really grasp and make inner changes, understanding and whatnot. No one said those 10 years are going to be easy. They're still going to have patterns. They're still going to basically crush whoever they victimize. It's is it worth waiting for someone to heal if you can handle it? I gave tips on how to handle it, how to have a relationship with a narcissist. There's just stupid rules though. You gotta look at yourself as second best. You're no longer first best. You're not their number one. You're just there. You gotta always keep them on a pedestal, and just everything's about them. And when they want to, kind of drift away to a different person, you have to accept it. And it's like, fuck that, right? So it's hard. It's gonna be hard. Like now, there's people that are, they're so damaged already that they can handle that because they'll be happy with anything. Those people have a chance of having a longer relationship. Right now, if you're someone that doesn't really care for cheaters or liars or stuff like that, you're not gonna do well. It's not possible. Like it's just, maybe some people might be able to have that. Like, please, let's just try. I know I'm borderline with it, but I'm not. I'd be stupid because you can't make a liar promise they'll never lie again because they're just going to lie with a promise, right? They're not going to admit to you if they cheated on you because they're going to take it to the grave, and they have no shame unless you catch them in the act. Then they only have shame for being caught. They don't have shame for what they actually did. They don't care that they hurt your feelings. They're just upset because you caught them hurting your feelings red-handed. So it sucks. It sucks. But yeah, no, I saw that today at one of my little things. My meetings. Canadian Mental Health Association. They're trying to make me feel better. I mean, there's improvements, but she noticed that there's a lot of releases I did video-wise, and she caught a one called "I Feel," which is on my wall, and it's like, no, don't jump to conclusions. That's from like something I wrote back when this all happened in July. There's 10 songs, and I've already decided that if I'm going to release any of them, they're going on an album called "Diary of a Dying Man." The person that's dead and gone, like the devoted husband I used to be, is like, so she saw that and she was worried that like basically like, like are you having like a relapse moment where you're just your depression disorders is like flaring up because it's all you're thinking about is her. I was like, no, I know it seems like that because 4 songs, 4 days, like no, it's not like that. I was actually, there's a challenge from the artist, the composer, sorry, that said he needed an artist to write something sad. And I listened to the snippet, and I was like, yo, where can I download this? And he told me, it was right in the description. So I'm like, okay. So I did, and then I downloaded a piano sample kit he had there too. Whipped this thing together to make it blend, and just one time read the sheet. It was to one of the songs that I knew I wrote to, even though the beat was just made like a few days ago. But it was just something in my head. I just knew the pattern sounded familiar, like the rhythm. So sure enough, first one I grabbed, I was like, I think this is it. And then when I loaded up my stuff, it just apparently was it. So I recorded it, and then I shot the video right afterwards, and then edited it, and then I released it all throughout the night. And then I did another song, which was trying to show her, like, look at no. She only sees my YouTube, she doesn't see my reverbnation. So she wasn't able to hear the more aggressive song of what seems like there's a lot of rage and hate, which course there is. But I'm like, I can't sit here and lie and say, fine, like I'm way better, absolutely, but I'm like shattered within. You know, not like the song they did because that was about losing my son. But I'm so shattered within that when you learn it, like anyone, you learn it, you're so blindsided by it. It's like, and all these things are going through your head and all that. It's like, all I can think of is, how many guys did you cheat on me with? How many times did you lie? Have you ever fucking spoke the truth? So I did the cipher thing where, yeah, there was some lyrics that were written there, but I just went off. Like, it started off as me just being a smartass, and then as the actual beat started after the intro, I started what I saw, what I read, um, and then at some point, it was about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, 2:30, something like that. There was a beat that switched, and like the yeah, just slight difference, and I turned around and I was compelled to try to finish the song without having to write a fucking thing. So I did. That's exactly what I did. So that one is called Slippin' Cipher. That's what it is. Um, because the one other song, which is Sticks and Stones, in the second verse, I end up saying until the narcissist slips, and then you better. And then the chorus is kind of like warning people to stay away from these kind of people, right? So there's like 3 scenarios in that one. But yeah, no, check out the songs. So there's now 4 that are released. I'm gonna try to make a video for the one I'm talking about, the slipping one, but I don't know how to make a video for that because it was pretty fucking aggressive. I listened to it in my car after I uploaded it to my free download music section, and it's like, needs more bass. But besides on the bass, holy shit, I actually went off. I didn't realize what I did because the way I edit or produce and engineer my vocals after I recorded, it's just all natural. I don't listen. So I did, released it, and then I had to go. So I listened to it on the go, and I was like, holy shit. So, but yeah, no, check out those songs. They're kind of spaced out. The other one is a wolf, the wolf fed. So it talks about you have 2 wolves, right? Like whatever one you feed, whether you're happy or you're angry, whatever wolf you feed is going to be the one that's, it's just it's fed. It's got the strength to just continue. So it's a liminal, of course. That was one that was a hard one to do. Not writing it or anything like that, but when I recorded it with the camera on, and it came out. It was done. It actually, I was surprised that it came as good as it did. Like there's a few times I was trying to record it, and it's like the first 10 seconds I screw up, first 5 seconds I screw up. Like, stop, really, stop, delete. Okay, let's try this one more time. And then all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, I think I just hit it. And sure enough, I hit it. Remember to turn off the camera. I was halfway through the engineering, and then I had to shorten that camera slide, but I got what I got and put it up, and yeah, check them all out. So there's the Fed Wolf, Sticks and Stones, the Cipher, um, Slippin', the Slippin' Cipher. There's one more. I'm just trying to think of what it's called. So because I'm on YouTube, I can't look on YouTube. So I'm going to take a look on this YouTube. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm so sorry, folks. I'm so sorry. No, I'm gonna go to my channel. My channel. Okay. Okay, so I feel. I feel was the sad song. That was a challenge. And then Sticks and Stones, which is also Encounter with a Narcissist. Just I had to change the music up in that because like I overlaid the tracks of the music, so like it was loud in my car. I was like, holy shit, volume's only at 10 and it sounds like it's at 20. So like, yeah, I gotta fix that. But yeah, the wolf fed version. Except the Encounter. Sticks and Stones. I feel. Oh, it's not on here yet. And then later on tonight, I'm going to try to have this video done of Slip and Cipher. Once again, that's very listening to it, I was actually, wow, you can sense the anger now. Because I needed to vent out, and I told my um, worker, I was like, I had to get it out. I had to. I had to. So it wasn't exactly a like record in the night like I did the other song. I yelled. Like I waited for like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, okay, fuck it. Got back, put my mic in front, and just went off. Like, oh. Anyways, check those out. Whatever. If you do, you do. You don't. Whatever. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I hope that's a little bit of insight for those who have hope, but really, really think about it though. They need to have genuine empathy, not fake empathy where they're acting or they're lying about how they feel. You should be able to know if it's real. Like me, it's one of the debates I have, and it sucks because I don't know. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a supply that was thrown away, right? Like 7, 8 years, 2 beautiful children, and I don't know. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Thanks for watching.